Baroness Mone, the blonde business titan who established the Ultimo bra brand, would once not have been an obvious candidate for the Lords. But it says a good deal about the debasement of the second chamber under the Tories that the ennoblement of any woman, however unimpressive, now causes no surprise. Lord Cameron is, right now, engaged in important work in a marshalling an international response to Israeli actions in Gaza. But when he can spare the time, perhaps he could let us know what it was about the bra tycoon that qualified her to feature in his resignation honours list. No doubt he admired the entrepreneurial spirit that enabled her to make her way from a deprived background in Glasgow to success and riches as a manufacturer of padded bras and producer of fake tan and weight loss pills. But to the Lords? During the pandemic, there were a lot of companies bidding for contracts for protective equipment, at a time when it seemed the government couldn't get rid of public money fast enough. In the event, it spent £12 billion on protective gear, of which £4 billion was unusable. Lady Mone's husband, businessman Doug Barrowman, offloaded £200 million worth of Chinese equipment through his company PPE MedPro, leaving £60 million in profit for the family, which was invested subsequently in a trust to benefit Lady Mone and her children. MedPro is still being investigated by the National Crime Agency for suspected fraud. There was nothing wrong in bidding for a contract, but to exploit personal contacts by calling Michael Gove and Lord Agnew in the Cabinet Office so as to get onto the VIP fast track to a public procurement contract was wrong. And not to mention it in any parliamentary declaration of interest was wrong too. So was lying about it for 3 years. And what was worse, they threatened newspapers which thought to publicise that she and her husband were linked to the company with prosecution. She did it, she said, to protect her family. The last excuse of the 21st century hypocrite. Let's consider what she said to the BBC's Laura Kuenssberg this Sunday.
After everything, you can't see what you've done wrong when you've admitted today that you lied to the press and by extension you lied to the public.
Laura, saying to the press I'm not involved to protect my family, can I just make this clear? It's not a crime.
Once, no one in British public life could have said such a thing. Lying was such a big deal that people flinched from saying the word itself. Lying was the most dishonourable thing you could be accused of. And now, we've got a member of the Upper House saying in public that a falsehood is acceptable because it's not a crime. So, anything that is not actually criminal is not immoral? Really? Nadine Dorris, whom Boris Johnson considered for a place in the Lords, has noted today that Baroness Mone should never have been given a peerage in the first place. Yes, obviously, she should lose her title. She has already lost the Conservative whip. But it's David Cameron we'd like to hear from here. Just why was she appointed?